Hi everyone, it's Miss Long. Today we are going to be talking about solving one-step multiplication and division problems. Now in the past we have told you if you are solving for multiplication or if you're solving for division. Today we are not going to tell you, and this video is here to help you determine if you're going to multiply or divide. So let's watch this video to figure out how to determine. Our EQ is how can I determine if I am multiplying or dividing in a word problem. All right, so they're all one step and we are either multiplying or dividing. Let's look at this first problem. Gwen has 3 piles of books. Each pile contains 2 books. How many books does Gwen have? So I always tell my class to read the problem at least twice, and after we read it the first time, the second time we're really reading it to see what information we have. So let's read it the second time. Gwen has 3 piles of books. Each pile contains 2 books. The question is, and I'm going to highlight the question in a different color, how many books does Gwen have? So do we know how many books Gwen has total? Do we know the total? No, we don't. We don't know the total yet. It doesn't say Gwen has this many books. The question says how many books does Gwen have? So if we think back to last week, we know that in division we always start with the total. So if we don't have our total here, we're going to obviously be trying to find that total. So remember to find total, we're going to have to use multiplication, and we're going to think back to get. G times E equals T. We're looking for that T in this problem. We're looking for the total. So let's solve. What is G? Well, G are my groups. In the problem, it says she has 3 piles of books. So she has 3 groups of books. I'm going to use the equal group strategy. E, number and each. Well, how many books are in each pile? Each pile contains 2 books. So each pile gets 2. How many books does Gwen have total? So we can count our equal groups to determine our total. So 2, 2, and 2. So we could say 2 plus 2 plus 2. Or we can say 3 times 2. And to determine that, we're going to count our black dots. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 times 2 is 6. So how many books does Gwen have? 6 books. Was this problem multiplication or division? It was multiplication because we did not start with a total. Let's look at this next problem. We're going to read the problem the first time just to understand and listen to what we're reading. Then we're going to read it a second time to be sure we're getting that information that the problem wants us to get. So our first read, Stacy has 36 donuts. She wants to share the donuts between her and 3 other friends. How many do each friend receive? How many does each friend receive? There we go. Come on, Miss Long. How many does each friend receive? So I'm going to read it the second time, and I'm going to look for that important information. Stacy has 36 donuts. She wants to share the donuts between her and 3 other friends. How many does each friend receive? And that is my question. I want to know how many donuts each friend receives. So remember, in division, we always start with the total. In this problem, do we know how many donuts Stacy is starting with? Yes, we do. We do know our total. Our total is 36, so we are given that total. We also know that Stacy wants to share, and when we are sharing, remember, think back to division, we are splitting or sharing equally. We're dividing them equally, so we know we're going to be dividing. Last but not least, she wants to share between her and 3 other friends. So 3 people plus Stacy. So that's 4 people. And then how many does each friend receive? We're looking for how many each friend receives. So remember, this is our total. We're going to share 36 between 4 people, so number of groups. I'm going to use equal groups to help me solve. I don't want to confuse this for an equal group. I'm going to draw 4 groups, and these 4 groups represent the 4 friends, Stacy and her 3 friends. And then I'm just going to share 36 equally. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I can keep going. I've only shared 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. So I've shared all 36 donuts. Now I need to count and see how many each person received. So I'm going to switch colors so we can see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This friend received 9. Let's double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if we shared them equally, that means that each friend should have received 9. So 36 divided by 4 equals 9. This is a division problem because we started with the total. We knew how many donuts Stacy started with. And that is how you determine the difference between a multiplication and a division problem.